Lauren Carlson, and this is Poems from the Field, a web series from Pioneer Digital Studios that uses poetry to explore with richness and depth the creative and spiritual lives of rural Minnesotans. My guest today is poet and hobbyist Todd Buer. Buer has been writing poetry since the 8th grade. In 2001, Todd's youngest son, Heath, died unexpectedly in a plane crash. Todd began writing poetry as a means of exploring and coping with his grief.
This is after we'd gone up, and I was sitting in a tree, and I thought of this while I was hunting. And so I got a piece of paper, and I wrote it down, and then finished it later. I hadn't given it much thought before, but when I climbed your tree this year, I felt a little closer to heaven and know that you are near. It's our second season without you. With an empty bunk last night, the bus walls show the records, your face just out of sight. I'm up in your favorite jack pine just to get a broader view, and when I reach that's your special perch, I find that you're there too. The creek has dropped a lot, so we'll hunt up north again. There's another tree up there, one more to climb up in. There's the popple tree, your first hunt. You left gun and gloves behind. Now how do I dress a deer? His daddy had to find. They're scattered everywhere, those trees you posted in. I slipped on my way up today and bumped my right leg shin. Your brothers know these special trees, and when I read this poem, they'll remember the paths that lead to them. In the woods we hunt and roam. As a commemorative to Heath, a brother, a son, on a pine tree as a reminder of our loss, this one last tree we mark for you. On its trunk, there is a cross. See you next year in one of your trees, Dad. That hurts. We thought we knew how you feel if you, yes, everybody's lost a mom or dad or someone, but to lose a child, it's not the proper order of life. Mm-hmm. And it hurts. You expect your children to live longer than you do. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's cutting. We've had several experiences. One, we were sponsors for a couple here in Madison, their youngest child, and she has
cystic fibrosis.
And lost her. And we were up there, and the line was quite long where they were giving their condolences. And I heard, and you know, it goes to repeat and repeat, and when I got to her, what do I say? And I said, I don't have anything else to say. How about just giving you a good hug? And she said, later we talked about it, and she said, you have no idea what that hug meant at that time. I said, well, you're entitled to do something right once in a while.
Well, I think what you say is true, is sometimes just being present in your body alongside someone that's all you can do.
Well, you're not
exactly
there.
Right.
You wouldn't be there if you didn't care to begin with. But it makes you aware of where you are and what you're doing. And that's the case with everything. I mean, be aware of what can happen, where you are, what you're doing. They were all put on Earth for a certain reason. Now, why some of them did, like we could have got along without mosquitoes. At least I could have. But that's part of nature. Learn to live with it. Mm-hmm. Accept it.
Mm-hmm. It all has its place.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why people want to own the world or destroy it. I can't for the life of me, because there's so much fun to be had here and enjoyment. There's no end to it. It just gets better all the time.